But we talking about the iconic show that is Living Single, the original Friends.
Facts.
The original Friends, and we have to first decide who we're excluding. Who are we excluding? Because there's four.
Queen Latifah, because she likes
you excluding Queen?
Wait, y'all said some fucked up shit real quick. Before we got a moment. Hold on, please.
Go ahead.
Please, I'm begging you. Y'all think Living Single is original Friends? Y'all think Living Single is better than Friends, or is original Friends?
That's literally that's literally where Friends stole their concept from.
It's documented. They copied it.
Who did it better? Who did it better?
Of course,
who did it better?
No,
I'm asking.
No. There's different ways. See, he said Living Single, but there's different ways you can look at it. He's saying you're tripping, and I'm gonna be in the middle with that. There's different ways you can look at it. Who did it better? Well, of course, Friends did it better because they had the bigger budget and the more support. Of course, they did it better because they were the white show.
All right. Black
but
History Month, I feel you.
Who had a more entertaining show to me? Living Single, of course.
Friends. So that's crazy.
Of course.
So that's who did it better.
All right.
I related more to Living Single, but that's
I did too, but it's so.
Plus we all know who runs the board in Friends. If we did S&B, if we did S&B and Friends,
also Martin is overrated.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm out.
Anyway.
I watched every episode on Netflix, bro. Y'all need to be hyping that shit up like it's the greatest show ever made. It's not that.
What, Living Single?
I'm sorry. Martin. Yes, I said it. Martin. Yes, nigga. I said it. I watched every... I don't care what y'all niggas are talking about. I don't care. I'm sorry. It's decent. It's...
Crazy. Not only is it crazy, you're wrong. The variables, you have to talk about the variables. First and foremost, the show is only really 2.5 seasons because they had a legal thing and they couldn't be in the same run from the middle of the second season on. And if you look at the quality from the first season to the middle of the second season, it's the best thing that ever been on Black TV. Like, outside of the Cosby's.
Better than the Cosby's?
No,
better than the Cosby's?
No. Be clear.
Because that to me is the number one Black show.
It's not the number one Black show for me anymore. We can get into that later if you like.
Tell me y'all not talking about
Just say who it is. Let's not discuss it. We have to get a deep discussion. I just want to know who you're going to say. What show?
The number one Black show of all time for me is Blackish. Nigga. Because Blackish pushed... Because Blackish pushed lines that the Cosbys would never even touch. Now, the times were different. So I'm listen. Felicia Rashad is the greatest. Like, listen, the Cosbys, I want them at number one. Anthony Anderson and Stacey and Tracy Ellis Ross is absolutely the number one Black show of all time. They push lines that no other Black show would even breathe, and they did it on fucking ABC. They push racial lines. They push homosexual lines. They push biracial lines. They push.
Niggas wasn't talking about weed. Niggas wasn't talking about weed in the 80s when Theo got caught with the joint in his book. All right. I'm just saying for the time it was crazy, bro.
And Blackish has 2 babies, too.
Come on, man.
So, different world. That's one.
That's a great baby, too. FYI.
All right. That's all you need. You can have 2 kids. Your kids will grow up to be anything. My kid is a fucking legend in these streets. That's all.
Listen,
that's all.
Different world is like, oh my God, it's so incredible. Blackish.
Thank you.
I gotta jot down all these S&Bs that we coming up with.
Blackish.
There's another one.
Blackish is
a different world. Denise Whitley.
We're gonna have to clip this.
Denise is off top. All right, my bad. Okay. Let's look. I'm sorry. I digress. I'm doing it again. Where were we? on? We're talking Living Single.
Yo, Corey. No. Before we go there, though, Corey, I just have to say, I don't understand it. I do not understand why Martin doesn't connect with you. I don't understand it, bro.
No, it's cool, bro. I just can tell. I don't like. There's a thing that I have about. This sounds so stupid.
I feel like it's because like niggas
he
told you.
Doesn't like it because other like it.
Because niggas told you like it's supposed
I'm not
to be
that guy.
Shit.
I'm never that guy. I'm not the guy that doesn't like just because everybody else fucks with it. If I like it, I like it. I think it's cool. Just where people put it on a pedestal. Like I just don't have it there. Like I just don't. Like I don't. Like it's really good.
What's
it's
up
like,
here for you though?
Like,
what's up?
My
here
wife
for
and kids is funny as fuck to me, but it like they're like Martin
Yeah,
is
Martin.
really fucking good. It's top tier.
Martin, My Wife and Kids is a great show. That's a great
show.
Martin is top tier, bro.
Martin smokes that show.
Damon is slept on.
I understand, but I'm saying off of just recently watching all this shit, right? Just going off of that shit, and I'm watching it side by side with Jamie Foxx, okay? And I'm like, Jamie Foxx, real talk, never got the respect that should have got, and it's not that far off from Martin. It's definitely a Martin baby. It's definitely a Martin baby, but I'm like, this show is good, but it like niggas put this on a whole nother fucking. You know what?
Can I give you insight?
It's good, man. It's good. It's just.
Can I give you insight where I think?
Go ahead.
The disconnection may be. Verse and I watched Martin when we were really young, so we might romanticize it in our head too. You watched Martin when you were already grown, and things Martin did and said we had never heard. It was so hilarious because we were smaller kids. You're looking at it like, oh, this is cool. Like, oh, okay, this is cool because you're already grown. It's introduced.
Kerron, I don't know if this is the same with you or not. But I was watching Martin when Martin was coming on weekly. Like when you had to catch the weekly new episode.
And
like that's when I was watching Martin.
I was watching him do Martin, then do Def Comedy Jam.
And then do Def Comedy Jam.
I'll tell you this. So did I. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all niggas though. This is what I'm saying. Like, cause when I watch, cause the whole first season, damn near the majority of the first season, I remember the shit. I was like, I remember when that happened. I remember that. Oh yeah, I remember that. Like, just certain characters will pop up and shit would happen. And I'll be like, oh yeah, that's when. And my girl be like, shut the fuck up, you saw on the show. Like, there was certain shit that I would see that I was like, I remember. It just, to me, it don't like it just don't hit. Like, I'm a suburb baby. I don't know, right? So like Fresh Prince hit different for me. I love Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince is like my favorite. Cosby is my favorite. I don't know, bro. It's good. It's really good, bro. I just feel like niggas treat that shit like it's The Office, and it's not.
Fresh Prince is great, Black, for sure. For sure.
That's my shit.
For sure. That's the next list we got to make. Top 5 black shows of all time.
That's a tough one because you got to really do some research because there's some gems out there like Parenthood, super slept on, super fucking slept on.
Parenthood, In the House.
Hanging with Mr. Cooper. Steve Harvey show, Bernie Mac show. Nigga,
you cooking, and all of those ain't gonna make the list.
Yeah, I know, right? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, because Blackish is number one.
Yeah, no.
Blackish is good though. I just watched the episode where the nigga got punked in front of his bitch in front of the ballet place, and his dad stepped up for him.
I just love life. I remember,
and the cast is amazing. The choice of the grandfather and the grandmother, amazing.
Bro, you cooking.
They dropped the ball. They dropped the ball with both. They dropped the ball with Bo's parents, especially when you talk about the spinoff. That is one of the fucking dumbest moves in fucking TV history. The discrepancy between the parents, Bo's parents on Blackish and Bo's parents on Mixed shit. I hate that.
Well, Mixed was like a reflex.
They should have lined it up. I'm sorry.
Here's what I'll say.
It's stupid.
Watching the episode when they are literally going through divorce, they live separate. Oh, it's about to get some bitches.
Yeah, you just ruined the whole fucking show.
And then her dad.
Corey, you gotta catch up. It's not just your fault.
And then her dad. And then her dad dies, right?
It's my fucking. That's crazy.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said the dad dies, but yeah.
Oh, you're watching the show currently?
Yes, nigga, I just told you I just watched the episode.
But listen,
season 1, episode 11.
But Corey, you have no right to be upset by spoilers.
I'm talking about Blackish.
Oh, I didn't know. I apologize.
No, but listen, Corey, you have no right to be upset with spoilers. You have no right.
Why?
Because how long has it been since this episode aired?
There's a point. That's not fair.
No, it's absolutely fair. There's a point in time where we have to take accountability for how long it's been since this has been.
No, nigga, I don't have to move where y'all move.
You don't. You don't. But if you're late, you have to
spoil some shit. You might want to turn your headphones off or turn the volume down. At least give me your fucking
Corey.
disclaimer.
I agree with you. You don't have to. You don't have to move at our time. You don't have to move at our time. But you do have to understand and be okay with being late to something.
No, because in real life, when niggas start talking about shit that I don't want to know because I haven't seen it, I'm like, yo, let me walk away. If I do it in real life, I'm gonna do it here too.
It don't ruin nothing for you.
I have the right.
He didn't ruin nothing for you.
No.
You just told me they got a divorce.
So
I wouldn't know they got a fucking divorce.
He didn't get it. They didn't get a divorce. But Corey, let me ask you this one question. So that means you feel like there's an infinite timetable to where you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry and take accountability for you being late and something being spoiled.
This nigga is talking to a nigga who started watching WWE from 1990 and 2012. And if now in the year 2019 and it's 2025, and I tell niggas all the time, do not tell me what happened. I don't care. I will catch up when I catch up.
But if you get told some shit without a nigga recognizing that maybe without a nigga thinking in his head, you know what? I shouldn't say this because maybe Corey don't know what happened 10 years ago.
That's not my expectation. You're wrong, because that's all my expectation. That's not my expectation. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, oh, you said it. Now I'm saying, hey, don't say that. Please.
Yeah, I apologize.
That's all.
You know what?
No, you're cool. You're cool. Verse is trying to paint me away. He just trying to paint me away.
Both of you are right. And let me explain something. Now I know why you don't say Blackish is hand down the greatest black TV show ever.
You're not.
I haven't finished it.
You're not right. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Kerron, I'm not gonna go into what I feel like the best black TV show is, but Kerron, you absolutely cooking with that. I feel like Blackish is slept on.
So
as
can you say the
one
name?
of the
Can you say the name? What you think it is? You ain't gotta explain. I just want to know what you think.
Blackish is a great choice. Blackish is an amazing choice.
Cosby's, it gotta be.
It might be the Cosby's. It
might be the Cosby's. So we all on the same page.
That's simply from the fact of when I was watching the Cosby's, it was just a different realm of what black excellence could be at that moment. That's all. That's all it is for me. But Blackish as an adult and my kids experiencing that as their version of the Cosby's.
Yes, come on, Verse.
It's an amazing show. It's an amazing show, an amazing cast. Come on, man. Oh, and by the way, I watched a movie today with Wifey that was starring Meg Ryan, Diane Keaton, who's always been old, just like fucking who's our nigga? Just like Morgan Freeman, always been old. Meg Ryan, an old girl from Friends. I can't remember her name.
Which one?
Jennifer Aniston.
No, I would remember her name.
Lisa Kudrow.
What's
her name? What's the name of Friends? Phoebe.
Lisa Kudrow.
Yeah, it had to be her.
Okay, so Diane Keaton, Meg Ryan, and her, right? They're all in the movie, and old boy who played the neighbor in Dennis the Menace is the dad. It's a 2000. The movie was made in 2000. You know who was in the movie, low key?
Who, son?
A young ass Tracy Ellis Ross.
Was her ass fat?
I don't know.
It's always fat. It's always been fat.
It probably, I'm sure it was. But it was a white girl movie, so there were no asses.
Yeah, they covered that up. They had her wearing baggy jeans.
Yeah, she was wearing pantsuits and all of that. She was one of like the little corporate people or whatever. But it was nice to see her and young Tracy Ellis Ross. It's quiet in my house.
But
he got scared. Okay.
But Verse. So you got the success. Both sets of parents, Cosby's and Blackish, got success, and then you got this. These kids, the grandparents.
It's a different dynamic.
It's incredible, man.
This is where I was gonna go with it. Blackish, Corey, you're 100% right. The Cosby's, in what you were saying, were the first to cover a lot of things.
The standard.
A lot of things that didn't get covered, especially when it comes, and they set the standard of black television. We was traditionally
Good Times was about us being poor.
Yeah, we exactly. We were
successful.
I got you.
The Jeffersons. The Jeffersons was one. The Jeffersons was one for sure, but they still had the Jeffersons is different to me because they still had a
Archie
black
Bunker's
maid.
racist ass, and
They still had a black
man
maid.
on there.
And they had a black maid, which watered it down to me. Just in hindsight.
That's another good show, 227.
Different strokes.
But Blackish touch on things that the Cosbys didn't touch on. The parents were, of course, good and wealthy. They had an amazing cast and role and side role play as the grandparents, like the Cosbys did. They had amazing grandparents as well.
Amazing.
Playing. That was amazing.
Amazing.
Highlights for sure. Buzzard meat is one of my favorite fucking lines every day. Nigga, you are buzzard meat. when his stepdad, when Bill was playing the stepdad, when Cliff was playing stepdad, and like some shit, I don't know, whatever they was playing. Anyways, going back to that, Black has touched on shit that these shows didn't touch on, like the Cosbys. And once we talk about turmoil in a marriage, the Cosbys never went there. They never went there. Cliff and Claire were locked in, and I appreciate that.
They were perfect.
I appreciate that, but they were locked in. They are the perfect black TV couple.
They rarely even argued. They
were Blackish.
They were already like 5 kids deep, man.
No,
they probably already went through it.
Same was Blackish.
They probably just missed it.
No. Corey, I ain't missed nothing. I didn't miss a Cosby episode. All my life, nigga, I'll go back and watch the Cosbys
Vanessa
again.
was like 19 when the show started. Like, you know what I mean? Like
no, Vanessa won't 19.
I'm just playing. Yeah. I know, nigga. Shit, I remember. I was trying to start shit. I remember.
Nigga, I remember when
Sandra.
I remember when Sandra won't a member of the. She want a daughter. They didn't have Sandra want a daughter at first.
Why are so many kids light skinned? I don't understand that. That's another thing that we never talked about.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
But I'll say this, and because we went off of this on the whole S&B, but that's what the fuck we do, nigga. We them, nigga. Yeah, the Blackish went there, and I think it's just a testament to the dynamics and things that change as media progresses through life. They might not have could have went there with the Cosbys and it'd be successful. Might not in that day. That might have been looked at that strangely, but now in the more modern days, Blackish could go there, and that's one of the things I respect about them. Even though put all of the shit circumstances aside, they went there. They went there to turmoil, and that's the shit that I related to way more than anything I've ever related to on the Cosby Show. They went to the actual turmoil of a fucking relationship.
Yeah.
Fuck a marriage, a relationship. And those were, and I'll Kerron, I don't know if you was there, but if I had wifey here to talk about that time period, because we had been on Blackish from the jump.
Okay.
That time period was a fucking sad. It was a really sad time in Blackish. Sure. Like you were sad to watch those episodes. Like you felt
did he
that
get his own apartment? Did he get his own place?
He got a fucking mansion. He got a big.
He got his own shit, right?
Yeah.
So I did see that shit. It didn't hit me like that, but I didn't catch it all in one setting. But I know what y'all talking about.
Because you won't in the moment. You won't in the moment.
So what happens is, and I'm not gonna give it. It's a buildup. He gets his own spot. They're in a bad place. He comes to see her. She's like fuck out, like Drake, get the leave me to. And he like fuck it. He got a bitch lined up. His phone rings. It's Bo. So she's like, my dad died, and immediately he jumped right back into husband mode. Got rid of the fucking mansion. Got right back to his family. Like, bro, it was so impactful because when you be going through it, and y'all got good relationships, so thank God not y'all. But I've been in situations when you're going through it with somebody you love, like in a bad way, and it's something catastrophic, and it puts everything right back into perspective. Like, just like that, he was losing his family. His kids didn't want to hang out with him. He got all the money in the world. He's in this big, beautiful house, miserable as fuck. Just him and his dad. Miserable. And just, verse am I lying? No. Dre was miserable, Corey. And then just like that, she lost her other king. And like everything, bro, the Blackish is fucking phenomenal. And to Verse's point, he was on, I want to say, the Breakfast Club. Hopefully I'm not wrong. And he was talking about that. He said, Yo, I made sure we push limits because I know that Bill couldn't. I know he couldn't do, so I made it my work to push. And that shit got them canceled, bro. They still got canceled because of the limits they pushed. They got canceled at number 1, Corey. They didn't get renewed at number 1. Bro,
So Black Ass is down somewhere, man.
Blackish is the GOAT for me, bro. Blackish is the
and they birthed future GOAT, the young lady. I can't remember her name.
Grownish.
Yeah, no, not even Grownish.
The other daughter.
I'm talking about the baby. I'm talking about the baby who we watched grow up.
Superstar.
She's a superstar, and I'm not talking about in the realm of acting. I'm talking about in the realm of ownership, production, all of that. The younger one, Diane, she's a problem in the industry right now.
Movie at like 13 years old, and they put it out. They put what's the name is the star? Her name is Marseille Martin.
Marseille Martin. Yep, you're right. She's a problem.
But Yara is a fucking star. Black has got to be number 1, bro. They got to be number 1, bro.